to the Real Mr. Olympia show. I'm your host, Dr. Winstead Brown, and we're here with the legends themselves, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Chris Bumstead. How are we tonight?
Good, my friend. Happy to be here.
Doing good, living life to the fullest.
You two are both very renowned bodybuilders. Arnold, you've won over 14 world titles, including 7 Mr. Olympias. And I also understand that you, Mr. Bumstead, have won the same competition at least 3 times.
Yes, when I was a lot younger.
Yeah, a few times.
Very impressive. But today we're going to take a different approach, and we're going to talk about not necessarily the positives to bodybuilding cultures and winning, but the impacts that the bodybuilding community has had on the youth and fitness in general.
Yes, the bodybuilding community, while it has its upsides, and it's truly meant to encourage people of all different ages and sizes, has put a lot of unrealistic images in the eyes of what body type should look like in the eyes of the average day-to-day person. Within bodybuilding, people set unrealistic expectations to try to look like superheroes like me. But a lot of the muscle mass comes from genetics and the use of drugs, which I've done all of them. I have several good friends at Brigham Young University, such as Sarah Cognier, an associate director at the School of the Family Life, whose research includes the effects of media on children and family, and gender body image. And Jane Sarkar, a PhD and senior lecturer at the School of Family Life, and has published over 8 renowned publications about gender and body image, who stated that some cross-sectional and short-term longitudinal research suggested that early engagement with superheroes is related to aggression, negative body image, and the internalization of gender stereotypes. This unrealistic image put out by the movie industry and social media could potentially harm towards individual image.
Yeah, I agree that with Arnold, that bodybuilding and muscularity, especially in men, can be influenced largely by the media. Further, body image can be much more than meets the eye and can lead to large amounts of self-doubt. Like Arnold, I have some friends who wrote publications relating to body image. Clara Edlund, who holds a PhD at the Department of Health Promotion Sciences at Sofia Hemmet University in Stockholm, Sweden, who is also a part of the Unit of Intervention and Implementation Research on Worker Health at the Institute of Environmental Medicine in Stockholm, as well as her colleagues Fred Johansson, Eva Skilgate, Tobias Sundberg, damn, a lot of people, and all hold PhDs in the Department of Health Promotion Sciences at Sofia Hemmet University. In this venture, they also partnered with Louise Bergman and Rebecca Lindroth from the Department of Psychology at Uppsala University. They stated, body image has been described as a multidimensional construct that encompasses internalized view of one's body, including perceptions, thoughts, feelings, attitudes, related to physical aspects of the body, such as weight and shape. This multidimensional aspect of body image really captures how it can affect a person's perception and behaviors towards one's physical self.
Let's take a quick break for an ad, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Very interesting, guys. So you both believe that bodybuilding not only can have positive impacts, but also some serious repercussions that it can place on people who might not normally participate in such activities through the internet and media. Further on the topic, we have a renowned publisher of the famous I'm a Million Times More Confident Now, Body Dissatisfaction, Body Projects, and Self-Concept. She holds a PhD and is a lecturer in the Department of Psychology at Mississippi State University. Please welcome Alla Grace Story. Dr. Story, it's great to see ya.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Happy to be here.
I read your publication, and I'm sure Mr. Schwarzenegger and Mr. Bumstead are familiar with it. You talk even more about how body dissatisfaction and the effects.
I agree with a lot of what both Mr. Bumstead and Mr. Schwarzenegger stated in their previous statements. One thing that really stood out to me was how Mr. Bumstead pointed out that body image and dissatisfaction is a multidimensional construct. Furthermore, body dissatisfaction has been shown to share positive relationships with negative outcomes such as eating disorders and depression. Those dimensions lead to negative health effects that greatly impact the psychological health of the competitors and those who watch from media sources.
While I do agree with many of the points stated by Dr. Story and Chris over here, I would disagree with the fact that it is entirely the bodybuilder's fault or the media's. I will say that another huge factor involved with the behaviors of male competitors would be the substance abuse, specifically the use of anabolic steroids and other dangerous substances.
Arnold has a valid point there. While the use of drugs can cause hormonal imbalance and lead to potential depression and bad eating habits, I would like to point out that in order to get to the big leagues of bodybuilding and to be able to compete in Mr. Olympia, you need to take some sort of substance to gain the muscle mass.
I do agree with both points, but the main thing that I would like to point out is that through bad leadership, the bodybuilding community, in a way, forces its competitors to take the steroids, which in turn impacts the body image of the competitors. I had a discussion with Kelsey Mischke, who holds a PhD and is a researcher at the Department of Sociology and Anthropology at North Carolina State University, about the different restrictions on bodybuilders. She claimed that concerning the eating habits of bodybuilders, that body dissatisfaction is consequential. It is the strongest predictor of eating disorders, and it predicts feelings of shame and inadequacy, low self-esteem, and depression. The encouragement from offstage factors in the sport of bodybuilding clearly outline many habits that lead to poor body image in competitors.
Those are all some very valid points. However, there is one thing that the crowd has been waiting for: the liftoff between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Chris Bumstead. Let's get ready to rumble!
Oh man, look at yours. Yeah, but do yours first and then I'll do mine. Okay, alright.
The storm is coming, but I'm prepared. I'll be gone for a while, but don't be scared. Right now, I don't know if I'll ever arrive. Where the grass is green, we're still alive. I hope I'll see you on the other side. I know that I'll be paying for the ride into the black hole.
Congratulations, Arnold, and thank you, Mr. Bumstead. Can we get a round of applause? Thank you, Arnold, Allegrace Story, and Mr. Bumstead for joining us.
Absolutely.
Of course, anytime.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you all for joining us. I'm Dr. Winstead Brown, and this is the Real Mr. Olympia Show.